What's up everybody, 40 the Broadway saying here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm going to prepare you guys ahead of time for the official launch of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis with my best weapons to pull for each of the 9 characters that are going to be debuting upon the game's official launch. The information found on this video is compiled of my experiences with the closed beta, as well as talking to members of the Discord community, which I will be linking down below in the video description as well as the pinned comments, and as well as Meow's database for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Links for that will also be found in the video description as well as the pinned comments. Again, because this is for the pre-launch of the game, anything can change, and everything here is subjective to opinion. So even though these are my opinions as well as some others that I've spoken to, if you guys have other opinions on some of the other weapons that I have not mentioned here, feel free to let me know down in the video description as well as the pinned comments. And also don't forget, have fun, play your favorites, tier lists and all this stuff. It doesn't really matter. This is all just information to help you guys get started. Without further ado, let's start off with Cloud's recommended weapons as well as honorable mentions. Top 3 recommended weapons are going to be his Murasame, Apocalypse, and Crystal Sword. Murasame and Apocalypse together just make Cloud an absolute single target physical attack beast, nuking bosses down with powerful attacks. Murasame also gives him increased lightning damage dealt, and Apocalypse actually has access to 3 support materials that gives him physical attack plus 20%, so that gives him up to 60% additional physical attack. Crystal Sword actually gives Cloud a really good powerful AoE heal and a brief regen, effectively making him a really good healer. Honorable mentions for Cloud: Hard Edge, Organics, and Buster Sword. Buster Sword we get for free, and it also gives more damage when destroying a matching sigil. Organics can stun, and Hard Edge can apply a defense down on enemy target. Next character is going to be Barret. I'm going to be going over the characters in the order that you unlock them. So Barret's top 3 weapons: W Machine, Enemy Launcher, and Assault Gun. W Machine has a cost-effective skill costing only 2 ATB bars. There's only one other weapon that actually does this upon the current launch of the game. It also applies a defense down on enemy targets, so you can effectively have a defense down debuff because this skill is so cheap with this weapon. Enemy Launcher gives him a powerful AoE physical attack. An Assault Gun grants all allies a defense up and a small AoE heal, giving Barret the option to be a supportive character. Honorable mentions are going to be Flame Projector and Micro Laser, which both deal an AoE attack with an element attached to it. And then Solid Bazooka actually gives Barret access to his highest single target physical attack weapon. Next in line is we have Tifa. So Tifa's top 3 recommended weapons: Motor Drive, Tiger Fangs, and Sonic Striker. Both Tiger Fangs and Sonic Striker are very similar. The only difference is that one lowers magic attack and the other lowers physical attack. These are very useful, especially if a boss is about to use a very powerful attack. And if you know what type it is, you can effectively strategize against that. Motor Drive is effectively her strongest DPS weapon, not only because it has the wind element, but it also provides her with 3 physical attack plus 20% in the support materia slots. Honorable mentions for Tifa: Crystal Gloves, Power Soul, and Leather Gloves. Crystal Gloves gives her an AoE option for wave clearing. Power Soul and Leather Gloves gives her access to her highest single target attacks. One is magic with Power Soul and the other one is physical. Something to note is both of those are going to be non-elemental attacks. Next character you get is Aerith. So her top 3 weapons to me are going to be her supportive based ones. Starting off with Fairy Tail, arguably her best AoE healing option in the game. Mithril Rod gives her AoE buffing and healing to her allies, and Guard Stick gives a great single target heal and buffs an ally's magic defense. Her honorable mentions are going to be giving her great magic AoE damage with Wizard Staff, Wiser Staff, and Silver Staff. All are great with an element attached to each of them depending on which one that you have. Next character you get is Red 13, aka Nanaki. So his best 3 weapons in my opinion are going to be Platinum Collar, Gold Collar, and Sleek Collar. Platinum Collar, if you're going to use Red 13, you need to have this because it gives him a powerful AoE magic non-elemental attack that also reduces magic defense. So they're going to take more damage from magic attacks, and it also has the highest magic attack stat in the game. Gold Collar gives him a powerful AoE regen with high percentage for all allies. He is the premier regen user. And then Sleek Collar gives AoE magic defense up and a small heal for all allies. Honorable mentions for Red 13 are going to be his Junk Collar. This is actually a powerful single target attack. I made a little bit of a typo there on the slide, but it's a single target attack that also reduces enemy magic attack. His Noble Collar is a great water AoE magic attack, and then his Rubber Collar gives him access to a strong single target heal and a regen on one ally. Next character is going to be Zack fair. So his top 3 recommended weapons are going to be Cutlass, Zweihander, and Arc Sword. Cutlass is very good. It's a powerful single-target non-elemental attack that also reduces enemies' physical defense, which is very, very good. Zweihander, we actually get this for free because of the pre-registration milestones, but it is Zack's most powerful single-target non-elemental attack. And then his Arc Sword gives him access to a powerful single-target non-elemental magic attack that also reduces magic defense and also gives him access to 3 magic attack plus 20% support materials. His honorable mentions are going to be Falchion, Crystal Sword Z, and Enhanced Sword Z. Falchion gives him access to a powerful AoE physical wind attack. Crystal Sword Z gives a strong single-target heal with a magic defense up buff. And finally, Enhanced Sword Z grants him an AoE magic fire attack. Next character in line is going to be one of the first soldier characters, which is Matt. I'm going to be honest with you right now. This is spoiler alert for my next video, but this character is cracked. That's all I'm going to say. He's insanely cracked. But his recommended weapons are going to be Killer Hornet, Broadsword Axis, and Prime Number. Both Killer Hornet and Broadsword Axis, I mean, you could see it right there, amplifies this guy's physical attack to some insane numbers, and they both have an insanely high modifier, or damage modifier, excuse me, on his physical attacks in terms of single target at 940%. So both of those weapons are insane for him. If you're going to play this character, you're going to want both of those. And then Prime Number is a great option for an AoE heal, so this guy can also be a really good healer. Honorable mentions, in my opinion, Stingray, SP Rapier next G, and Absolute Royal. Stingray gives him a great single-target magic attack with a magic defense down debuff. SP Rapier next G is a good option for a powerful single-target heal. And then Absolute Royal gives him access to an AoE magic attack with the Ice Element. Next character is going to be another one from First Soldier, which is Glenn. Piece of Cake, Apology in Hell, and Personal Style are going to be my personal top 3 recommended. Piece of Cake gives him a physical attack single target that is cost effective at 2 ATB gauges, just like one of Barret's weapons that I mentioned, and also inflicts a defense down debuff. Apology in Hell is going to be his best non-elemental single target physical attack. It also has the three materias that effectively give you 30% physical and magic attack up, and we get one of these weapons for free because of pre-registration, which is awesome. Personal Style is another great option for a powerful single-target physical non-elemental attack. His honorable mentions are going to be Rest in Peace, giving the highest attack stat in the game, which is great for a sub-weapon for any character. Jiki Fam is a great Earth AoE magic attack, and then Shockbuster is a great Lightning AoE magical attack. The final character is going to be Lucia. So she's going to be having her top 3 recommended weapons as Black Rifle, Mad Minute, and Pulse Gun. Black Rifle is amazing because it's a non-elemental single target physical attack that can inflict silence on the enemy. Currently, that is the only weapon to inflict silence. Mad Minute grants a great non-elemental single target physical attack that reduces the enemy's magic attack, and it also has a great second reactive ability, increasing command stance, physical and magic attack by 100%. And then Pulse Gun grants her access to currently the strongest single target water attack. Honorable mentions for Lucia are going to be her V39, which is a good AoE physical non-elemental attack. SSR 1976, which gives her a good single target heal and magic defense up buff on one ally. And then finally, her Serpent Eater, which grants her access to an AoE wind magic attack. That is going to go ahead and conclude my best weapons to pull for, including honorable mentions for each of these 9 characters. Hopefully, this helps you guys prepare for the upcoming launch for EverCrisis in terms of preparing ahead of time. Again, don't forget to check out the links down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy what you see on this channel. I'm going to be posting a ton of EverCrisis content from now all the way up until the official launch, and also moving forward with the game as the game progresses after it launches. So cannot wait to make more content for you guys. Again, let me know down below what you think so far about the upcoming launch for the game. Thank you again for watching. This is 40 the Broadway saying, signing out. Stay blessed, everybody.